Welcome back to Kharak Cup 6. We got another match here from round 1 of the qualifier. We're going to have Rompafrolic playing as the Galzian as usual versus Shrike playing as the Coalition. This will be a pretty fun match here. These are two players who are pretty evenly matched, I think. And Shrike, by the way, rocking new colors again. I liked his old ones though, the old new ones. Does that make sense? Or, I think it was like yellow and like teal kind of. That was cool looking. But right now he's taking the red. He's Soban basically. Bandwagoners. Anyway, Rompafrolic here spawning in the south, gonna get Sandscreamer Fabrication immediately, and he is gonna move out with his production cruiser, so gonna be a 1 PC slight aggression build from him. I wonder who else does that kind of thing. And meanwhile, Shrike here, not yet with LAV Fabrication, looking a little bit more economic for him. He's opened up with two salvagers into LAV Fab. Maybe just to avoid quick dropping, not totally sure. But he did go 2 onto CU's first, I believe. And now he's headed over to his second. But yeah, Rompafrolic already queuing up those sand skimmers. This looks exactly like what I always do in the beginning of games, so we obviously know that can be effective. What he wants to do is just hold these salvagers off the second. Basically, Shrike's advantage at the moment is that he's on the second long-distance mining, so if you can hold him off of it, then you get the advantage, you know what I mean? They're slight things, but, you know, they make a difference. One thing I've learned, one thing I've kind of adapted to over time since I've come back to the scene is that, like, when you go forward with the production cruiser here, it's really easy to get baited into staying for too long. Trying to get too much damage out of something that you really can't, and then suddenly you realize, like, oh shoot, I'm gonna lose now. It's kind of interesting, you know, like, I've always been doing this build ever since, like, the very beginning. Ever since I saw A-Game8 doing it. It's just kind of been like, that's my build order, that's what I do. But I'm starting to realize now, like, it's very complicated, actually. You need to get a very good feel for what your opponent is doing, and you need to mix up your response strategy as well, or else it's very easy to counter-strat against you, so it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of depth in it. One thing I love about DOK is that you get these kind of, like, deep interactions, you know, just a minute into the game. I mean, look at this, we're on the 2-minute mark here, and we've already got fighting going on. It's awesome. Turret going up here for Shrike, and I feel like Rompafrolic should say, okay, I've done my damage, I should just back away now. Production Cruiser has no business being here, but yeah, I would move over the dunes so that you don't get hit by the turret any more than you need to. But it's not going to go down, so that's not a big deal. Shrike with the early AAVs coming out now. And I think Rompafrolic has made that worth it for him because he's mining on... he's long distance mining, his opponent is not, and he had to put down a turret. So this is essentially units lost right here. And I think there was a unit lost as well, wasn't there? Yeah, Shrike lost 1 LAV. So I think Rompafrolic did an excellent opener right here. Probably he should just head back with the production cruiser. He can't get refinery mode until he gets railguns, but you can see he's getting those now. And the armor upgrade about to finish. He can take this fight very well. This is going to be an excellent fight here for Shrike. Or, for Rompafrolic. Pressure him, my boy! You got him! Excellent. Now he needs to back away, give respect to that AAV. But... and it looks like he will lose 1 guy right there. Oh, back away, back away. He might lose 2 now. But yeah, refinery mode coming out, railgun fabrication coming out. He's going to be A-okay. And I think he did a good job in the opening right there. Little probe here, going to be scouting the tech choice for Rompafrolic. We are going to see that raise up. This one right there. Wait, yeah, this one I think. Tell me I'm right. Yes, haha, that's the railguns of course. So, Shrike knows what's coming. At that point, I would probably, you know, maybe you can continue to chase the Space Runner, but you do need to be defensive. You know that there's going to be railguns out on the field. Probably it'll be assault railguns for Rompafrolic, sure enough, there we go. That's usually the good choice here, because if you go for heavy railguns, Shrike could, like, mass LAVs and then just, like, smash him down. So, assault railgun's much safer in that case. Moving out with this carrier, this is probably a misclick right here. He really wants to get back there. My dude, what you doing? What you doing? This doesn't look like a misclick anymore. No, you don't want to be here. I don't know. Shrike doing the same thing though. I don't know. He's got a sport cruiser coming out, of course, that's the reason, but still he probably should have left a little bit later. Oh dear, so Railgun Armor 1 had not been finished. Oh, what? You smoked? You were gonna kill that guy. That's alright, that's alright. He is gonna gain distance there, but that was a choke. A choke smoke, make no mistake. Carrier is also going to get involved mauling these AAVs. Doesn't need to be there, of course, but I mean, well, he is, so might as well do something. You can see the difference that Armor 1 makes there. You should always get Armor 1 when you get railguns, just like immediately. Where is this carrier going? The great migratory carrier. I guess maybe he could move to his third, but as you can see, that's not where he's rallied. I don't really know. But he's going to be on 3 bases, like, now, basically, if he just moves his carrier to here. Whoa! Okay, Rompafrolic, I don't think you're ready for this. You don't even have a single heavy railgun. He's just going to go crazy aggro. He wants it all. He wants it all, man. Look, Rompafrolic is, like, pretty heavily ahead at this point. I mean, all he needs to do is go there, saturate his base, and then transition to heavy rails with assault rails covering for, like, Strikecraft, maybe. He's fine. I mean, he's got this game, I think, but this is really risky. Especially considering neither player has any power reserves, but he couldn't know that. I mean, he could have power reserve 2 by this point, you know? That's actually strangely common based on the games that have been played recently. I wouldn't do that, of course, but a lot of people have been. I don't know, man. You're also sacrificing the third base, which is your big advantage here. So you have a surprise factor in that, you know, people aren't going to be expecting you to have, like, this carrier here. Also, range calibration coming in, but there's not a single heavy railgun finished yet for Rompafrolic. This is really risky. I do not approve. I do not approve. This base runner gonna extract. He won't really get killed either. I don't think there's a railgun here. Maybe he's gonna try to drop a turret on this, but the carrier can just step on that so easy. Some more power comes in from Rompafrolic, but look, there's railguns here. You can't do this, my friends. This base runner here could be good for him. Pick up that artifact real quick. Okay, nice backstep here, though. I really like this. Gonna take out the AAV first, certainly, but... Yeah, and then a turret goes up here. Oh, and he's not firing the turret. Yeah, this is a little messy. Yeah, so he should move his carrier in to deal with that one. But yeah, so he's gonna take out the AAV right here, and then this base here is almost compromised. This game's still very close. I mean, I've made it obvious I don't really approve of what Rompafrolic is doing here, but it could still work for him. Heavies are beginning to come out now. The railgun count is better for Shrike, though, but his eco is suffering. And I'd love to see Rompafrolic make a third production cruiser, get this base up here. You always want to be expanding. But I don't know if he's going to do that. This guy here, my life for ire, might just go in and sacrifice himself to that turret. Oh, okay, so the AAV came into smoke, a railgun came in to clean it out, so that eco attack is going to fail, which is good for Shrike. Railguns having no idea how to shoot, as usual. I find it funny how, like, they shoot very accurately against, like, big targets, but then when they're attacking, like, a scanner or something, instead of firing all their shots here and just narrowly missing, they're suddenly like, boom, 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 just like shooting the ground and like the air around it. And you're like, dude, like just because he's smaller doesn't mean you need to shoot into the air. Like, obviously that's not a problem. I think it works in a visual sense. It tells you like, yeah, they're missing. I mean, you know, it's obvious to see. I just still think it's funny. Yeah, so look at the CU float there. Rompafrolic could benefit from more production. I really think you ought to stop making the space runner, make another production cruiser. But power reserves are coming in. However, heavy vehicles armor 3, I like that a lot, and railgun armor 2 still not finished for Rompafrolic. So if it comes to a railgun war, Shrike is winning. And I think carrier power being high is good, but it's not going to beat this many railguns. Even 8 railguns is enough to take on a carrier. Or at least to sway the tide of a carrier battle, though to be fair, Shrike does not have any power at all. But I really just feel that Rompafrolic getting a little dangerous here, you know what I mean? Like, he really should have just had this game, he just moved here with his carrier, set up his third base, and just out-macroed his opponent. But this is something different, you know what I mean? Range calibration coming out here, but that's not going to help him because he is in range of these, Oh, but look at the base runner heal spam. That's actually working for him pretty well. But yeah, no, that the range calibration not going to do much for him. Power Reserve 3 coming online though now. Power up the weapons immediately, I would say, and also like the healing. But look how much damage this carrier is taking. He just wants to step on these railguns. This is really risky once again. And he can't chase over this hill because of this turret here. Looks like he's going to try it anyway, but seeing how that's not working out for him very well. And with no with no upgrades in like sand skimmer damage, look how slow they take on these railguns here. That's because he's got heavy vehicles 3 to Shrike. Excellent move there. And now mag accelerator should follow. Another backstab here. Oh, being so annoying with this little railguns. I really like that. But yeah, mag accelerator should follow for Shrike, and he should realize, like, apparently I'm ahead here because this is all my opponent has got. Heal spam is ready once again. But yeah, I think with these railguns having range calibration, they should be further back, like here. Yeah, that's a good move, but I'm not sure if they'll manage to get back there at all. Shrike, my boy, look at the CU float. You can outproduce your opponent probably. Yeah, he doesn't have the 3rd production upgrade if you'll just get another production cruiser. You know what? In a very strange way, though, this seems to almost be working for Rompafrolic, and he's beaten his opponent back somewhat. For Shrike, the move has got to be, yeah, get power reserves, I think that's a good move, and then just mass railguns. Getting onto a 3rd base is very important as well. He's doing that. So that's good. I don't know. I mean, the game could still be won by Rompafrolic, but I just think it was so easy for him to win that I already feel like this is kind of a loss, if you know what I mean. But perhaps he will still take it. AV's is kind of getting bullied by a suppressed carrier right here, I guess. This turret has gotten so much value, it's not even funny. It's finally going to go down now. But oh my goodness. Another turret goes up. No, this can't work. Oh, it's heinous. You know, I think ranged calibration is really just kind of it's like a defensive thing. The more that I think about it, because you know he can use range calibration on this hill right here and outrange his opponent easily, but then he can't push at all because if he pushes, he'll be as slow as molasses. And, you know, having range calibration won't help anyway because he needs to get over this dune. So as he approaches it, he's going to be really slow. So I think it's more of a defensive thing, really, than an offensive thing. I don't know. Range calibration is one of those things that I feel like it should be super good, but it turns out to just not really be very good. You know what I mean? Rompafrolic's carrier really just doing all the heavy lifting here. It's crazy. Power Reserve 5 gonna finish soon, and he's certainly gonna Gaussian nuke this. It's called the Supersonic Missile Barrage, but this is so many units though, and I really think, you know, Shrike can split. I mean, he can do okay against this. I don't know. It's still kind of up in the air. What I would like Shrike to do at this point, I think, is go into Battlecruiser fabrication. Either that or Siege, but Siege takes so long. Probably Battlecruiser is better. And I think the reason for that is that you know that you can't really manage to kill this carry with these railguns. At least it hasn't worked so far. Excellent nuke, by the way. Look at that. But then, you know, the RNG gods were not on his side. He's gonna get nothing. So feels bad, man. I know how the Gaussian problem is. But anyway, the carrier is the main weapon here for Rompafrolic, and battlecruisers will beat this carrier no matter how much power it has. I think going for battlecruiser tech is the right choice here for Shrike. But you can see how long it took me to think about that, so I can't blame him for not figuring it out either. And he's just gonna run in here. He's cleared out all the railguns. I can't believe this. I'm actually kind of mad that this is gonna work. To be honest. But now the power disparity is going to be really felt. 3 artifacts, 5 power reserves. He's going to own him, I think. Man, I'm angry about this. Shrike, my man. I feel for you. Because I think he's going to lose this game at this point. These sand skimmers being like worth their weight in dirt. They're doing nothing, actually. You know, the railguns just have so much armor. I think it'd be better if they moved back here and tried to do eco damage. But... And a stunning turn of events! Rompafrolic actually has the railgun majority now. And he's triple extracting. Ah, it's brutal. It's brutal. Another Gaussian nuke is ready. I would use it immediately, just right here. Gonna use that thing? I don't know. One extraction gonna go down already. No, don't back up just yet. You haven't gotten it. It's always quite deceptive. It looks like the ring is here, but it's there, you know. Or on the other side, it looks like the ring is here, but it's actually over there. But yeah, one extraction has gone down already. He must stop this artifact or he will lose, and I don't think he can do it. I don't think you can do it, you know. Wow, 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 wow. Rompafrolic will take it. How funny. How funny. But seriously, okay, like, next time what you should do, Rompafrolic, this worked, but it won't always. Most players I don't think would have fallen to this. Move your carry here, get onto a third base, and then push in with like a macro force, and it's game over so easily. This works for him, but like I said, it wouldn't work every time. Still though, good game by him. He's gonna take this match. He'll probably be pretty happy about that one. And we will move on to the next match from this qualifier section. I said section really funny.